Hilwa Suleiman, her brother and mother, are now living quietly on Chicago's north side. They are among the more than 100 Syrians who have found refuge in Illinois over the last year. Hilwa and her family fled Syria almost 3 years ago after government planes bombed the village where their family had lived for more than 60 years.
It's been very hard on us. How can a person leave her home, which my father and mother are originally from, for 50, 60 years? We were a family that always stuck together. All of our brothers and sisters and our parents were always together in one place. We lived a comfortable life.
For the Suleiman family, crossing the border on foot from northern Syria to Turkey was treacherous.
We had been hearing gunshots and shelling for over a year. At first, they used to target certain people, but then they indiscriminately targeted everyone. We were lucky to leave.
Eventually, they made their way from a border town in Turkey to Istanbul and applied for refugee status with the United Nations. After waiting for nearly 2 years and undergoing multiple screening interviews with U.S. officials, they were allowed to come to Chicago in August. Hilwa's brother, Mohanad, says they were happy to get settled with help on their rent from the state of Illinois.
America is a democratic country with freedom of expression. This is why we were motivated to come to America.
But now Syrian refugees in Illinois are caught in a political firestorm.
ISIS disguised as Syrian refugees attack Paris. Next target, the U.S.
Senator Mark Kirk, entering a tough re-election campaign, is attacking Congresswoman Tammy Duckworth for supporting more refugees in the U.S. But writing in the Tribune, Duckworth said such attacks, quote, are sending a signal that innocent victims fleeing the brutality of the Syrian civil war are not welcome in the United States, which plays right into our enemy's hands. For Hilwa's 81-year-old mother, who left 7 other children behind, the stress is clear. The family is anxious to tell Americans that they are not terrorists, but victims of a civil war.
I hope the American people do not think of the Syrian people as terrorists. On the contrary, Syrians are hospitable and respectful towards everyone. But with the recent situation in Syria, with the foreign militarization, the situation on the ground has become more complex. What's happening to the Syrian people is horrific. There are people that are using the Syrian people's plight to their own advantage.